So I'm going to show you guys how to do cross stitch. The first thing you need is this material that when you look really close, looks like a grid. This is just going to help guide your stitches once you have a pattern picked out. Then you need an embroidery hoop that's going to hold the fabric in place while you're working. You just trim the material to the correct size and put it in securely. Then you're going to need to pick the thread that you want to use. So I have a bunch of colors and these are actually already pre-cut. So I picked green and can just pull it right out there. And then I use this handy little helper to thread the needle. To get started, I like to tie a few knots at the end of my string so that it doesn't come through when I'm working. Then you're just going to pick where to start and put the needle in one of the existing spaces. Since this material is basically a grid, the stitches that you make are going to be X's. So you're going to want to go in a diagonal line and then come through the back and make a diagonal in the opposite direction. And that's your first cross stitch. Now you just are going to keep doing the exact same stitch. Pattern instructions tell you how many stitches you need to go in one row or column. So once you get more comfortable, it's really easy to follow along and end up with the pattern that you wanted to create. Now I'm going to show you how to finish, or what happens if you run out of thread and you need to start with a new line. So you can either tie a knot and then just cut the end off, or what I like to do is thread the needle through some stitches on the back and then just pull tight and snip it off, and that should hold in place. The green pattern I was working on was the beginning of a leaf, but I'm going to show you, you can do the same stitch to make words. So once you get a little faster and more comfortable, you can just go in one direction down and then the opposite direction going up. I've just noticed it's a little neater and faster, and it saves little thread. When my school first went online earlier this year, I found myself with a lot of time and nothing to do at home, so this is one of the things that I picked up, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's really fun. You can make patterns that look really complicated but aren't actually that complicated once you break it down into individual colors and stitches. Once you get comfortable, you can do it when you're watching a movie or hanging out with your family, and I just really enjoy it. So I wanted to show you guys how to do this, and maybe you'll discover a new hobby. I just wanted to show you guys some of the finished patterns that you can make. So this first one I did myself. It took maybe 4 hours total, and then you can just go online and Google cross stitch patterns and you will get so many results with so many topics. You can pick any one and just follow along. They sell books if you like to have a hard copy. I just hope you guys can have as much fun with this as I do.